I should say that this is a little bit different for us. We don't usually do these 2 and 3 day inaugural type cruises. Hey everybody, welcome back to CruiseReport.com. This is day 2 of the NCL Encore Inaugural Cruise Blog. We're on here for 3 days. This is the second day. And I thought I'd just take a second to just kind of update you on what I did today and what we did today. We're in the observation lounge right now. It's about 8 o'clock, 10 till 8 at night. And Ricky's back over here just kind of sitting, chilling out, and I'm going to do the vlog. So I got up this morning, went to this observation lounge, which is, if you've watched any of the videos on this ship, this is really a huge place. It's probably the biggest lounge I've ever seen on a cruise ship. And it's certainly one of the nicest lounges I've ever seen on a cruise ship. It just wraps all the way around the ship, on the front of the ship. It's like, I don't know, it's got to be at least a third of the size of the ship on deck 15. It's just gigantic. And it's really nice. It's really designed well. So this is where I came this morning to work on, they have Wi-Fi, so I was able to do my blog from the observation lounge, have coffee. They also have food set up here. In the mornings they have like a continental breakfast, pretty nice setup, donuts and croissants and things like that. So it was pretty good. And then, let's see, what did we do this afternoon? What did we do? We went and looked at the rooms. The PR department had us set up where we could do a tour of the Haven, which is kind of their upscale, a little more exclusive area on the ship. Nicer staterooms, private dining room. Yeah, they have a private pool, a private deck area. They have their own bar, their own restaurant, their own lounge. It's a really nice, kind of a secluded place, similar in concept to what you would find on the MSC Yacht Club on MSC cruises, but they call it the Haven here on NCL. And it was very nice. We got a chance to look at one of the rooms, very well decorated, very nice. Actually, we got to look at a couple of the rooms. One of them was at the back of the ship, like an aft-facing suite that was very nice. So we did get a chance to do that. And then they also had several of the staterooms in all different categories that we got to go tour today. And that was kind of interesting because they have a lot of different cabin categories here. I thought the most interesting was the studio, which is like for a single person to travel by themselves. And it's like 99 square feet. It's tiny. But if you're single and you're traveling alone, or even if you're traveling with another single friend, you can even get connecting cabins. They really weren't bad. They were actually kind of nice, given the fact that they're small. They were pretty well laid out, plenty of storage. For young single person traveling alone, I think it's a great option. The ship is still, I think our impression is it's still very crowded. This evening we tried to get into a couple of different places to have a drink, and they're so full, it's really hard to find a place to sit. I'm assuming this ship today is fully booked, even though the observation lounge tonight is empty. It's dinner time. Yeah, it's dinner time, so I guess everybody's at dinner. We're skipping dinner tonight. We had a pretty big lunch. Today we had a lunch in the Manhattan dining room, which is a nice dining room. I wish I could tell you more about it from like what you would experience if you're on a cruise, but this was like a special luncheon setup with a tasting menu from some of the different restaurants on board. Unfortunately, the main course was what we had last night at the Q barbecue, so we had already had that, so we tried that. But I should say that this is a little bit different for us. We don't usually do these 2 and 3 day inaugural type cruises, and the reason we don't is because our followers have kind of come to expect from us. They want to know what they're going to experience when they're on the ship. And we can't really tell you that because this is a special event with just travel agents and media people, and you know, everybody gets free drinks and everybody gets all this other stuff, and it's just not what you're going to experience when you're on a 7-day cruise or whatever it is on this ship. So, but given that, it is a beautiful ship. It's a very large ship. Oh yes, one thing we did do today is we got a chance to try the Speedway, which is like a go-kart track up on, actually it is a go-kart track, up on deck, I think it's deck 17 or 18, at the top of the ship, and it was a blast. I thought it was going to be lame at first, but turns out we had a great time. Got some good video, I'll put some in here so you can see, but the go-karts actually go pretty fast, and it was a fun track. I mean, they're not going to go too fast, but it was pretty good for a cruise ship. I would say it was one of the most fun things that I've done on the cruise ship, right up there with the Sky Ride on Carnival. Maybe even a little bit better. I think it was really a fun. I wish we'd had a chance to try the water slides, but it's just been too cold on this trip to do a water slide. It's, you know, maybe in the 60s. In fact, it was maybe in the 50s today when we did the go-kart. So it was a little bit cool. But if you're on NCL Encore, you definitely want to do that Speedway. And I think it's $15 for one run, or if you can buy like a 1-week pass for $200, and it gives you unlimited VIP access to the Speedway. But it was really cool, and it's well worth it. So I think it was really, really nice. And then we went kind of, this afternoon, we spent some time in our stateroom just sitting on the balcony, sort of enjoying the quiet ocean going by until a helicopter started coming around and circling the ship, because they're doing video and photos of the ship because of the Inaugural. So it didn't stay quiet very long. But, and then this evening we went to a comedy show. We went to the Social, one of the clubs on board, and went to a show with, what was his name? Rob Little, comedian. And it was very funny. We had a great time at the comedy show, and in fact, I was surprised it wasn't full. We had no trouble going in and getting a seat. Just walked right in and got a seat. A lot of fun. And we also tried the ice cream shop, Coco's, I think's the name of it. This is something you have to pay for. This is extra. This is not included. And it was expensive. We had 2 milkshakes, and it was $24. For the milkshakes, and they weren't huge milkshakes. They were big, beautiful mugs. You know, they're very nice, very attractive, but there really wasn't that much milkshake in it. And we actually thought we were getting ice cream sundaes, but we accidentally ordered the milkshakes. And they were okay, they were good, but they weren't worth $12. Just a little bit overpriced. I don't know the last time I ever paid $12 for a milkshake. Yeah. But it's a nice place, and you know, if you want to spend $12 on a milkshake, go right ahead. So anyway, then we came up here to, oh yeah, we did visit the casino. Ricky's kind of throwing in thoughts because I forget. We did visit the casino, and actually came out okay. We're a little bit ahead, so we thought we were going to make a donation, but we actually took a little money from them, paid for our ice cream, paid for our milkshakes, and we then decided to just come up here to the observation lounge and just relax. I'm having a Crown, and Ricky's having a Pepsi. They only have Pepsi on board. They don't have Coca-Cola products, which Ricky's not a fan of. She likes Coke and Dr. Pepper, but they don't have that on board. All they have is Pepsi. And I know that Carnival recently just went to Pepsi products, and I know there's people, some people love it, some people are not crazy about it. I've never heard of a rum and Pepsi. I've heard of a rum and Coke. I've never heard of a rum and Pepsi. So anyway, so that's pretty much day 2. I would imagine when we leave here, we'll go back to the stateroom, go to bed. Tomorrow we've got some other things planned, and I will check in with you tomorrow and do my day 2 vlog. So thanks again for being with us on CruiseReport.com. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. And don't forget to click that little subscribe button down at the bottom. Thanks again. We'll see you tomorrow.